Okey-doke. You have to unmute. You have to unmute.
Oh, okay, got it.
I gotta get the headphones on. Oh, here they are. Say something now in English.
I'm here.
Okay, got it. So we'll see. I hope that Matthew comes today. I'm gonna give him a call. Call Matthew Donovan. Here's Veronica. Nice to see all these happy faces.
My printer now, I need ink. The trouble with those cartridges is, you don't just need black, you need all of them to make the printer work. You know how that goes, $65.
No. No, you can get it a lot cheaper.
Yeah, we used to try to refill them, forget that.
Hey, Matthew, it's Ken Aaron. I hope you're joining the meeting tonight. I sent you an invite, I'm sure. Okay, bye-bye. Call me on this phone number if you're not going to be here. 310-402-4089. Bye-bye. Let's
Is
see.
Matthew coming?
Who?
Matthew.
I don't know. I just left a message. He didn't answer. He should have.
I
sent
think
him
we
an
need to
invite.
have him be hosting from now on in order
Right.
for him to get used to it.
That's right. Absolutely.
And also, we really had to get used to being at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday, so that maybe there's someone behind you, kind of like a ghost.
Yeah, it is. It's a ghost.
Well, on the rehearsal day,
No, I
Saturday,
think
are we gonna
Ann's-
rehearse on Saturday? Because I'm pretty
Well,
busy, but I can do it late, like 3 o'clock, not 2 o'clock.
I know, but what Ann just made a very good recommendation. Like the last 4 weeks, we meet on Sunday at 2 p.m. instead of 6 p.m. just to groove it in, make it a
I
habit.
can't hear you. You have to speak louder. I have hearing problem.
I said that Ann came up with a very good, no, I said that Ann came up with a very good idea that for the last 3 or 4 weeks, we should meet at 2 p.m. instead of 6 p.m. just to make it a habit.
Yeah.
So that, you don't forget to walk the dog or call your mother or whatever. And you just meet every day at 2 p.m. It's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah, because last time, Catherine,
Yeah.
Catherine couldn't make, she was late, and then the other person, she signed up with her husband's name. I mean, there's a lot of miscommunications, just ridiculous.
Yeah. So I'm
So
going.
has Seaton responded to you?
Not yet. I sent her an email. I don't have a phone number for her. Do you?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Oh, all right. Let me get.
I don't know what's happening. I've been sneezing all day.
Uh-oh. Hope you're not getting COVID.
I hope not. You mean COVID? COVID, you sneeze all day?
The Omicron one, yeah. But,
Really?
you know, I keep sneezing now and then because of all this rain. And it's Saturday, was it Saturday? No, Thursday I took a negative COVID test.
Or you have to have COVID test every so often?
Yeah, well, take your test because you can get them free with Medicare until May 11th. So get them before the drugstores run out of them.
3 months, you mean I go to drugstore and pick it up?
Yeah. I went to
Okay.
CVS, they gave me 8. 4
Ah! Oh, I have
four
to go now.
boxes,
I have to go.
4
Okay.
boxes. And
It's
it
so
was
cheap.
the
It's so
blue
cheap.
box, you know, the
It's
blue
free.
box.
It makes it like you're wasting money if you don't get COVID. Because you got all
Well, I
these
better not
tests.
get COVID. I probably,
Are
if
you
I
kidding?
get-
Well, I've already got a job for tomorrow, 6th grade. So generally speaking, 6th graders, I can stay back from them. I stay back. They don't, you know, the little
Okay.
ones, they're right in your face, sneezing, coughing. Whatever.
Seaton 310
One second,
968.
1 second. Let me just find her record.
Let me text you.
No, don't text me.
Okay.
Wait a
31
second. Just let me get the thing. This is it. Looks like pharmaceutical, set in pharmaceutical, something like that. Okay, now I'm ready. What is it?
310 968 8831.
310-968-8831.
Right.
Thank you. I'll call her later today. And now I'm gonna look for this thing for Jessica, I mean for Veronica. Let's see, ink. No. Okay. So two people. are
Okay,
waiting.
6 o'clock. People better come in.
Yeah, Julie's here, Tony's here.
Okay. Hi, Julie.
Hi.
Hi, Tony. Okay, I have to call Catherine.
Oh, Catherine is she'll probably be calling. She had to go do a photography thing.
Huh?
She had to do a photography thing. She told me she was going, but give her a call. Because she can call in from wherever she is. I'll be right back myself. I gotta get something.
I'll call her. Who else?
I'm picking up the message.
No, just a recording.
Okay, there we go. So oh, it's 6:01. Let's start.
Okay,
Okay, well,
where's Matthew?
I don't know. I left a message.
You call him?
Yeah, I just called him. So
It's his birthday or something. Remember all that stuff? He had his birthday.
birthdays and
Or was that the other guy?
no, I don't know. They're all a bunch of drunken fools. So anyhow, you know, a lot of people take drugs. Who here is not taking drugs? I don't take any drugs. And I mean, I don't. mean
Well, I take
pharmaceutical.
meds, I take
No, no,
medicine,
not take
but
meds.
I've never smoked pot or anything. I've
Never smoked pot. Come on.
never smoked pot.
We can handle that.
My neighbors do. So I probably,
You never dropped a tab of acid?
whatever.
Come on. Are you also a teetotaler?
Yeah, I don't drink.
You don't drink
don't-
at all or just usually?
No, I don't drink at all.
Oh, boy. That's unusual. Do you drink caffeinated coffee?
No, I don't drink. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink soda pop. Pretty much at the moment, just water. Occasionally fruit juice, but that's actually, I'm pre-diabetic, so forget that.
But it's not a religious thing. You're not like a Muslim.
No, it's I have Graves' disease, I'm pre-diabetic, and with Graves, you're not supposed to drink coffee. And when I was first few years in college, I did try coffee, did try some beer at Garfano's with the other artist types. But yeah.
Okay, did everybody get my script? I just have the first part of
Yes,
the script.
yes. I saw
Okay.
one page. I couldn't print it out though because of,
Well, so Ken, can you show it on the video?
Yeah, sure. 1 minute. I think this is Lena.
I mean, I took a picture of it, so.
This is usually Lena who comes in by phone.
Yeah, it's Lena.
I took a picture, so I can do that.
Wu. That's an unusual name for a Chinese person. Okay.
Wu?
Yeah.
Wu is
There's
very
only-
typical
I think
Chinese.
There's only about 40 million, 50 million people in China with that name. That's not a lot, you know. Okay, and here comes Ricky Ricardo. No, Ricardo. Tony, Ricky. I always think of him as Tony. You know, Ricky Valise. Hi, good to see you.
Hi, Rick.
Hi. Okay, so we're going to start and I should pull up the agenda. And actually, I'll do that and then we can look at that and we'll go over that. Where's the agenda?
Got an agenda
That's the
go.
second.
somewhere.
Oh, I got to sort it like that. Oh my God, I can't find the agenda. I know I sent the agenda to everybody.
So look in the email. I got it right there on the email. If you do send,
Right. I know. I'm just trying to see where my.
Go to
copy is.
sent.
No, I got it now. I found it.
Oh,
No, that's from that's a different month. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to get it from the email. Sorry, everybody, just give me a moment.
yeah.
Commemoration 16. And now I'll download it.
I got the minutes from the last meeting in front of me.
No, here I go.
Printed that out. I can't.
Enable editing and close that and do view, focus, read mode. Okay. And come back to, okay, we're about to start the meeting. Here we go. Welcome, everybody. This is the meeting on the 16th of April, 2023 of the Visual Artists Guild Planning Committee for the Tiananmen Square Massacre Commemoration Event. And the first thing we're going to do is take a look at the agenda that was distributed. I think this is it. Do you see it? Does anybody see it now?
No,
Okay.
No.
make it
Okay,
bigger.
Okay, wait a minute.
you got the other screen on. Your inbox.
Let me close some of these down. Okay.
Hey, Rick, you go by Rick, right?
Yeah.
Do we have a good copy of the 30th commemoration we did? Remember, we had it at that country club, and Sylvia played the Pippa.
Yeah, no, we never did a movie actually. Just got the raw material, the camera recording because I was busy.
Yeah, because I haven't
not-
talked to her. I gotta see what's happening. If we'd like to use some of her Pippa music, I had sent her that, and then her mother said something, she's working on it. Well, if we're just gonna use the sound, we could probably just get it off of that. I don't want to hassle her right when she's doing finals.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere. Yeah, it's
Okay, so let me see later on tonight. I guess I'll call her. I mean, not call, but send her an email, whatever.
Okay,
Okay.
everybody sees the
Yeah, we
agenda
can put it
now?
over
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Okay, so, all right. Any changes to the agenda? I'll read it real fast. We're gonna review progress on assigned tasks. I'm not gonna go over the details. And we're gonna change the master, any changes we have to make to the master chart and reaffirm the date and set a time for the next meeting. So basically, that's it. And one of the changes I added to the agenda was the award for the monk.
Oh
I think I
yeah,
put it as number
last
8.
thing you did, yeah.
No, it's not showing up here, is it? Jeez,
Who gave you the picture of the monk?
I got a picture of the monk. I sent that to you.
Huh?
I sent the picture of the monk.
She can send it to you?
No, I just took it off the Wikipedia. I'm not showing the right agenda here, I don't think.
The picture doesn't look good.
Well, what's the difference? That
Well,
was
I
just, that
mean-
was just a picture for us.
Yeah, but we have to put it on our, on. Okay, Julie, can you send the picture to your design to Ken so that he can show it?
I can share my screen.
No, oh, you can share? Okay.
Yeah, share your screen. I'm gonna stop my share. I don't like this sharing stuff. Okay, go ahead, Julie, share. You gonna do that?
Yes.
Okay, take
screen.
your time, because for some reason, sometimes it's awkward. Oh, no, this doesn't look right to me. Oh, there it is. This is the agenda.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, this is a poster. The next thing I need to do is to find Catherine's photo without license and to get the Han Wang's photo and his Chinese name.
Okay, and what about throwing in the thing for the monk? Where
Oh,
would you put
the,
him?
the monk is honorary this year.
No,
Oh, that's-
he's gone. He died a while ago, but we're gonna give him a posthumous award.
Oh, okay, I will put in the monk later.
Well, you'll
Okay,
figure
and
out where to put him.
we also need to have the actual live stream link for Facebook and also the YouTube link. So
Yeah.
we have to somebody has to, I don't know, Rick, if you can get her I mean, we can have a temporary, right, that we can use later on. I don't know how you guys did it, but yeah. So that's great.
What
Now,
was that?
how do you get Catherine's picture? Because I think we should get a picture of Catherine. It seems like she's holding someone else's award. I mean, not ours.
Yes,
Huh?
all the other photos are licensed or owned by Getty Image.
Oh,
So I have to
Catherine
ask
wants-
her.
we can.
And Catherine wants that one because that is her award that she got for something else. And
Okay, we cannot use
she
anything.
on it
from
last
Getty.
week. I asked too. Last week I was like, really? what is that? And she said, oh, that's blah, blah, blah. So she
We
wants
can,
it.
okay, we cannot use anything from Getty Image because they are going to charge me $700 for use of
Yes.
anything. So don't use
So-
anything on Getty. So we need
This is the only one I can find without license. It's
Okay.
from her website.
okay, so all the other photo, make sure they are not from Getty Image. If we
Yes.
need any photo, we need to ask David Gilgore's wife or David Matters and Jimmy Lai's
Hi,
photo
Catherine, it's Ken.
and white paper activists.
Catherine,
Yeah, we need to find something else if
hey,
it is from
Catherine,
Getty
come
Image.
on, call into the Zoom meeting on your phone. Bye-bye. Okay, I just put the pictures up for our use. So you had a reality on what the people were like, you know, how old, male, female, whatever. So Anne, I didn't understand something you said. Who charges $700 for what?
For the use of Getty Image, we have been billed for that when we use a picture, you know, from on our postcard that came from Getty Image.
Oh, yeah, if it comes from Getty Image, right. But if I send you a picture, if I charge you, if I have a copyright on it, fine. But if Catherine
Yeah, so
has
we
a-
have to be careful of what picture we are
you
getting.
have to be cautious that you didn't download something from the internet that has, that
Okay,
is owned by somebody.
so anyway, shall we start? I'll put out the script, the beginning of the script now. Okay,
All
let
right,
me,
wait a second. Before we do that, let me just review
oh, okay.
what different people have done. We just did Julie. She designed the postcard. Now, Veronica, have you spoken to the two candidates from Canada?
I've emailed.
Okay.
And I don't have really my spiel completely finished, but the basics sort of. And the basics of what Anne doesn't want me to say too. So I have to kind of redo. Yeah. I'll be working on it all week, it looks like. They
okay.
know that they are 5 to 7 minutes. They know that both of them are getting the spirit of Tiananmen.
You mean as far if they read their emails?
I get back from Matas and I haven't recently gotten back from Laura, but whatever.
Okay, all right.
I can,
Anne, what did you have to do, Anne? You wrote a script.
I confirmed with Dr. DiBarlo's son, so he and his mother will accept the award. And so that's what I'm supposed to do, and which I sent to everyone.
Oh, I can write on this. Okay. So you confirmed with Dr. DeBano and you wrote a script for who?
The beginning of the script for Tiananmen.
And that's what you want to have Catherine read.
Catherine, yeah.
Now, did you say the wife and son, right?
Right.
What's the big deal? What is he, a congressman or
Huh?
something? Why is it so significant? Is he a congressman? I know he supported Visual Artists Guild.
From the well, wait till you see what I mean. I can read out the script. The first part of the script is when I give him an award. Okay, so we don't have to repeat it.
The first part of the script is giving him the award. No.
I wrote the script already.
All right, 1 second. So, all right, so that's it. And you wrote a script for, I'm not getting it. Script
Oh,
for
well,
commemoration, right?
Right.
I should be writing this down.
You're typing it twice.
Yeah, from by Catherine. Yeah, well, I'll fix it later. Okay, so now I emailed Seton about that we are giving the monk the Champion of Freedom of Speech Award, and I sent a copy of that to Ann. Just so she knows what I said to him, but I haven't gotten a response yet. Lena, have you done anything on Facebook? Hey,
I
Lena.
thought I need to wait until Julie sent me the poster, then I can post it and share our event's date and time.
Okay.
Oh, also, sorry, I hope I don't
Go
interrupt,
ahead,
but
Tony.
I have access to Facebook. So if you need any help, Lena, with Facebook, feel free to ask.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Lena. Does Penny have any, Penny Chain have any activities she's supposed to be doing? I'm confused about that. Ann, is Peggy,
What?
does Peggy have any obligations? Peggy Chain?
Yeah, she's supposed to give the award to Catherine.
Okay. Award to Catherine, okay.
And she's
Yeah.
supposed to record it with you.
Yeah, all right. Ken records it.
Oh,
Okay.
by the way, for Julie, on the chat itself, there's the link of our YouTube. If you click on the chat right here, I posted the link. That's the best one. It will take us to the page.
Oh, you put it in the chat?
Correct. Check it
What-
out.
What year is it for?
Check it out. You can click on it. It will take you to the page of our page.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop the sharing and I'm gonna check the chat. Where is the chat? Damn
At the
it.
bottom.
I got chat. I got one thing here from Tony. That's a link. And I went to that website and there it is. It's a
So
visual
that-
arc. That's the home page.
That's the home page. If you for the
Yeah, but it
event,
doesn't, it's not, and so from the home page, who's maintaining that?
nobody actually. Just I think you did put the last thing in
No,
the 30th anniversary.
this is a web page.
Yes,
I didn't add anything to
that's
it.
the only thing that you can do on Facebook. I can
Well,
add.
this is
stuff
not
in
a,
there.
it's not a, it's okay. I am at a YouTube page. It's not a web page. It's not visual artist, visualartistguild.org or something.
No.
It's a YouTube page.
Yes, that's what I was asked. That's I think
Okay,
that she's
so
gotta
if you
put on it.
upload, if you
She's gotta
upload
put it. No,
some,
she's gotta put the address on that one. On the poster that she just showed at the beginning.
okay, so that's that's the address.
Yeah.
We want on the poster.
Yeah,
to
at the
direct
bottom.
people to, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, then it's very confusing because there's so many videos there. We need, last time when you guys did it, you actually have a YouTube that, let's say, Visual Artists Guild, Tinnerman coming to you, whatever date. It's just one picture. When you had it, not this one, but rather the entire YouTube link, and all it has is just say Visual Artists Guild 34, like the poster, with the poster, and just say coming to you on May 28th at 2 p.m. So we don't want to give them this link because it'll be very confusing.
You want to give them the link so they know where to go.
Yeah, but the thing is, where
So
they
they can
go,
visit your YouTube channel.
no,
See all the videos.
no, because it'll be
And
very
then for the
confusing.
invitation, you create one after you create the show. Then you send the invitation, and that's the link that you want to do after you create the show.
But the thing is, you
You
don't
can
want
only
to.
get it after you create the show.
No, last time all you had
I
was
didn't do
just
anything last
No,
time.
no, no, hold it a minute,
I
hold it a
didn't do
minute.
anything last
Tony,
time.
okay, everybody quiet. 1 second. Ann is correct. What the flyer, because we may send it out in emails, has to have a link to participate in the webinar and watch the streaming. And it doesn't go to the YouTube. It doesn't go to the YouTube page where you see all the other videos. It just goes to the streaming event, the current event, And she's right. You don't want to, they're going to say, which one do I click on? So later, when we're all done, then another promo can be sent out. But in the meantime, when someone's on the streaming event, there's going to be, if you just click on the name, let me just pull this up again. I'll try to pull it up. I'm going to get confused here. 1 second. Oh, I'm not pulling up the one you sent. Jeez, where is that? Where is the thing you sent?
It's in the chat.
I know where it is.
No?
It's in the chat. It's in the chat. Chat. Pull this up. At any time I see that I'm watching a video, like I'm going to watch one video here. This 20 seconds. Okay, this is the 20-second. Let me try to get that for you. Here, so now this is a video. I'm watching a video of the 2022, right? Do you see that? So then over there, if I click on Visual Artists Guild, it's going to bring me to that page you were talking about that you sent us to. So when you're looking at the streaming, if you don't go down and click on the icon, it takes you to the home page and then you see the other videos. So Ann is correct. We have to have a link to the streaming webinar. I don't know how we get that until we start it.
Obviously, listen, you're right, but obviously you have to create it first.
Right.
Okay, so whoever's going to do that thing, I think it's going to be Matthew. He's got to do all of that and then create a link, and that's what you're going to ask for to give it to you, not me.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to go over that with Matt or figure out how to do that. How do I send out a link to a streaming event that hasn't started yet? Good point. Oh, I know how. Jesus Christ. It's just like I sent you guys a link to this webinar, to this Zoom meeting.
Correct, but that
I
is
sent you a link to the Zoom meeting.
that is a Zoom
is-
meeting, nothing to do with YouTube. Remember that. Okay, so you got to fix it up together with Matthew. on that.
That's true. That's true. Okay, good enough. Good point. Good point. You got it. Something we got to resolve or look up and figure out. Okay, Ann.
With Matthew.
With Matthew and looking it up in Google. So let's see if I can get back to
The only thing I can give you is that what you're seeing right there. That video.
Right.
That's it. That's all I do. I put videos up there.
yeah. Not disagreeing about that. Okay, so coming back to the agenda.
Last time we had I remember this one time, the first time we had a live YouTube stream, and then we uploaded a video to
Right,
YouTube.
no, that's right. Yes, while we're doing there'll be the Zoom meeting and concurrently a live YouTube stream. But we can't put that on a poster because we don't know what the address is, or we're not sure. That's what's got to be clarified. What do we advertise on the poster? That we're going to send out an email or something. You know, how do we handle that? We'll just have to figure it out. Okay,
Yeah, the event has to be scheduled and everything done through the motions of the Zoom, through the connection to YouTube, and through the connection to Facebook. And then after this, created and set up the meeting. The performance is not a meeting; it's
streaming.
A streaming, yeah,
Or a webinar event.
A webinar, exactly. The webinar. Once it's created, all packaged and sent in, you can send that picture and that link so they can go there that day. Or by the time that it's not created, we'll have the poster showing up, a still picture there. It's coming on that day.
I think you're right. So we make in other words, it's sort of like you create a target. It's like, you set the room up, you put a picture in here, say countdown, this is going to go live in 20 minutes, whatever. And then you can send a link to it.
That's right. That's the webinar. Once we decide when that date's going to be that's webinar. And then he can create that link already. It's already set up and he can send that invitation up already.
Okay. You're right. Okay, great. So that's all the statuses. So now, now Anne created a dialogue that she wants to have Catherine read. You want me to pull that up, Anne, or you want to read it? Anne. Stop sharing. Anne. You have
Unmute
to
yourself.
Unmute.
Unmute yourself, because Ken muted everybody.
No, maybe I did, yeah. I enjoy doing that.
And unmute yourself. Unmute
And
yourself. There.
Oh, okay, okay, now, how do I show it? Share, how do I do share? Okay,
all right, I'll try. You said you sent it in an email, right?
where do I say share my screen? Where do I do that?
Right at the bottom, it's green. It says share screen. But let me check my email and see if I got it.
How do you do that? More. Oh, share screen. Okay. Okay. Is that correct? Do you guys see it? I think I'm sharing it.
Yes, I see it.
Oh, now I don't see it. Okay.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So,
You can start scrolling down, we'll see it.
okay, how do I scroll down?
The bar on the right.
When I do the bar on the right. Oh, here. Okay. All right.
Within the
So,
document.
okay. Then say the Tiananmen Square with the poster. It shows Tony. Okay, Tony, you go ahead and read it.
There you go.
Tony? Are you
Welcome.
there?
Welcome, my name is Tony Gabriel, the president of Visual Arts Guild. The Visual Arts Guild is a non-profit organization, blah, blah, blah. Tony, come on, unmute yourself.
Sorry, I muted myself. Sorry, Anne. Welcome, my name is Tony Gabriele, the president of the Visual Artists Guild. The Visual Artists Guild is a nonprofit organization that champions human rights internationally, focusing on the right of free speech. For the last 33 years, the Visual Artists Guild has been commemorating the Tiananmen Square massacre. In 1989, a week after the massacre, Tom Van Sant, a sculptor and member of the Visual Artists Guild, built a 23-foot replica of the Goddess of Democracy and placed it in front of Los Angeles City Hall.
Okay, then Tony and Catherine. Is it 30? This is the 34th anniversary, so I should say 34 years instead of 33?
I
You
am
could- you- you
confused
could-
too.
You could say 55. Nobody's going to know.
Oh, come on.
55 years.
Come on.
It should be 34, right?
Yes,
I mean,
34.
So this is the 34th anniversary. So for the part
So have
last,
we had 4 virtuals? I thought we only had, did we do 4 virtual? I mean, 3 virtual already?
yeah,
Okay, so this is the 4th virtual, so this is 34th.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Tony,
Please welcome Catherine Bouknight, board member of the Visual Artists Guild. Catherine will give the commemoration speech.
and I'll give Catherine.
Okay. Who's
Thank
gonna,
you, Tony. I'd like to invite everyone to come on screen and turn on your cell phone flashlight. We
Ah,
will observe a moment of silence.
where's my flashlight? Here it is. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, it was on the evening of June 3rd, 1989 that I arrived in Beijing. Immediately, I went to Tiananmen Square. There was a lull when I kind of picked up something from what she spoke before. When I first arrived, as if people were waiting for something to happen. Then I started hearing shooting sounds. I will never forget these young people running, helping those who fell down, and others making signs for me to take photos for the world to see. When the pro-democracy movement started, it was a design that China will change. And the students were hopeful, for they have been told they were the future of China. Now, after 34 years, such hope is still far from reality. and a new generation of Chinese students I can't see, are now carrying that torch. I mean, Catherine should change whatever she wants. The students of Tiananmen had asked the world not to forget. We will not forget.
Okay,
Thank you so
back
much,
to Tony.
Catherine. Please welcome Ann Lau, Chair of the Visual Artists Guild, who will present a posthumous award in honor of Dr. Frank de Bola. Accepting the award on his behalf is Dr. de Bola's wife, Judy, and his son, Frank III.
Dr. de Bola was one of the early supporters of the mission of Visual Artists Guild. His NGO, the Captive Nations, brought Hungarians, Chinese, Polish, Czechoslovakians, East Germans, Latvians to support us. After the collapse of Eastern Europe, Dr. de Bola formed the Ethnic Leadership Council. The 10-man framed photo behind me, supposed to have that, was donated by Dr. de Bola. Dr. Bola's supports have been most important in encouraging us to continue on our mission. For his support and encouragement to the continuation of Visual Artists Guild, we award Dr. de Bola the Spirit of Tiananmen Award posthumously. Judy and Frank de Bola are separate. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Judy and Frank. Now I'd like to bring back Ann Lau to present an award to Sharon Hom.
Sharon Hom has been an important fixture within the human rights arena. She recently retired after more than 20 years as the Executive Director of Human Rights in China. As a lawyer, she has trained lawyers at Tsinghua University School of Law, China's top-ranked university. She participated in legal education exchange in China. For her unwavering promotion of the legal and human rights for the people of China, Visual Artists Guild is honored to award Sharon Hom with the Spirit of Tiananmen Award. I think this is.
I now bring back. Okay, go ahead. There's.
Well, I
Sharon,
mean, in between, we should be honoring other people. I mean, I haven't gotten any other things from other people, you know, their speeches or anything. But
Oh, and or you guys, is it a good time to ask you anything?
yeah,
Or should we wait till finish the speech?
I think I'm done.
Okay, so I spoke to Jim and I got an idea that one reason why he might have been excluding or not up to date on things is because as a representative of Amnesty International, he tries and he is one of the China specialists. He is only allowed to say what Amnesty International has already recognized, and they don't recognize a lot of things. For example, they haven't recognized that there's a genocide among the Uyghurs, with the Uyghurs.
Okay, so that's why we are not thrilled, okay? We're trying to be a voice beyond the conservativeness of Amnesty. I don't know why they are so conservative on some of these issues, but we don't have to debate that. I mean, that's their lawyers and stuff. I mean, they've taken a lot of stance that were very weak, in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, Amnesty has only officially recognized 2 genocides in history. Like, I'm not sure which ones. I know probably the Holocaust and maybe not even the Rwanda genocide. I'm not sure, but.
Well, there's some international group that has recognized the killing of the American Indians in the United States as a genocide. They have certain guidelines, but it's not Amnesty. I don't know the name of the group, but it's broader definition.
Well, and then the other issue,
In my
other issue,
presentation, I don't use the word genocide, but it's definitely like, well, it's not my time yet.
so like I just had this idea that if you
I'm
want to
getting
include
it too,
Jim's
Ann.
speech, it should be, and he has a problem with writing it on time, there should just be a deadline. And then if he doesn't turn it in on time, or if he turns it in on time and it excludes the meat of the issue, then that's at a good time to say, oh, well, we won't include it. I mean, it's just one idea, but that's just my idea. So to put it as a possibility. But it's something I don't have a say. I mean, I just wanted to put that out there as a possibility so that if that seems like a good idea, then
If
maybe.
they're not gonna support us, then, I mean, Amnesty can do their own thing, you know, they've got quite a few supporters financially and quite a few groups. I mean, I don't know.
I don't mean to say that they're not supportive. It's just that that was one explanation of why he might be one explanation why he would
Is
not
hesitant. Yeah, I know.
say certain
I've done
things.
fairs. I've done big fairs representing Amnesty myself, so I understand where he's coming from. I've done environmental fairs, and I had to take my material straight from their websites and stuff. I understand where he's coming from, but what I'm saying is we've never really shied away. So at this point, I don't want to shy away. I mean, the communists have already come up and photographed me. So why shy away now? You know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that makes sense that we shouldn't shy away. But I'm just saying, like, if anybody wants to use Amnesty reporting, like, it's up to you guys. But if you want to, then I'll ask him to write a speech, and that way, if he writes a speech that is not on time or not inclusive of relevant
Put a lot of
things,
work on the man, you know, he's no spring
Yeah.
chicken. You know, I don't want to put a bunch of work on somebody and then say no, because my gut feeling right now is if Amnesty's not taking a big stand for the organ harvesting of Uyghurs and stuff and Falun Gong, then, I mean, that's our half our program.
oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't
Oh.
think that they have taken any stand on organ harvesting.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I don't know how much Matas and this David Kilgore's wife, I don't know, they're going to take their full 7 minutes. They could. They're
7
both.
minutes, that's too long.
I know. You're the one that told me 5 to 7 minutes. So I
I
repeated
said,
it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
They
you
should just
did.
have
Yeah.
3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah. So, but we'll see. You know, we'll see what they come up with. She was saying that his children want to be, they wanted to know how to get in and all this stuff. So,
We'll just
Okay.
send her the invitation, just like everyone
Yeah,
else.
yeah,
They
yeah.
just log in.
yes.
It's open to the public. Tell them. And we appreciate that they send it, invite everybody else to join us. Okay, what's next? So, I mean, Matthew has to be here. I mean, I don't know why she forgot to come. You email him. You know, that's the problem. If people are not
Okay,
in-
am I next with the Davids?
huh?
I mean, it doesn't matter. We're just talking at this point.
Yeah.
We can change the order at another time.
I mean, whatever. Oh, you want to talk about David? You want to give your speech?
Yeah,
Sure.
Go ahead. go, I mean, you know, why,
Yeah, go,
okay, okay,
ahead.
so, and you guys,
I think you accidentally unmuted yourself, Veronica.
I don't know, okay, okay. Today, the Visual Artists Guild is proud to give.
You muted again. I guess you're pressing the button somehow.
I didn't touch anything both times. So I don't know who's
I
messing
think
with it.
Ken. I think Ken did it. I think he's apologizing right now.
Whatever.
He was apologizing, but he wasn't.
Let's blame it on them. Come on, Ken. What's
Ken,
happening?
are you muted? You're muted right now, Ken. No?
Right up. I have a button on my mic. I forgot to turn it on. Okay. So you guys didn't know I was bullying you. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is we had a master schedule, and after Ann gives Sharon Home an award, the next thing was Ann interviews Charles Lamb about Jimmy Lai. And then after that, I put in Julie gives an award to Paladin Gyatso, who's the monk. And then Julie gives an award to Han Wang. And then Ann gives an award to Frank.
No, Julie gives the award to Jimmy Lai that is accepted by Charles Lamb. But I think we should put that as the last one.
Okay,
know,
that's where I have it. I have it down loud, number 12. So this is, so what happens after you give an award to Sharon Home? Then what? What happens?
I think I did the Davids.
Yeah,
I thought you did the David before that.
And
Catherine
I think I'm
does
the
the
one
candles.
to give the reward to Han Wang.
yeah. Han Wang will be the second to the last because she gets the Champion Freedom of Speech Award.
Okay, so let's review this. 1 second.
Okay, okay.
Catherine does the commemoration with the candles. Okay, Veronica, I thought next Veronica does the Davids, then Ann does the Sharon. Okay,
I want to give basically Dr. DiBarlo has been the earliest supporter from the very beginning.
all
So
right, okay. When do you want him in the sequence?
Dr. DiBarlo, followed by Sharon Hom, followed by the Davids.
Okay, great.
Him on number 6. Dybala on number 6.
No, DiBarlo is number 1.
The
but
bottle
no-
comes right after the candles, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I give the award to DiBarlo, followed by award to Sharon, then Veronica give the award to the Davids.
Yeah, and they're
so-
coming from Canada, so let's not have them at the beginning like last time. We got kind of screwed on that.
Okay, we got candles, then DiBarlo, then Sharon,
Sharon.
Yeah,
and then the Davids.
David, and then
David.
Kilgore, and then David Matas,
They should be done together at the same time.
Yeah, we know that.
more or less. Yeah.
And then, what's then?
You're skipping Charles Lamb by Ann also.
Okay.
No,
interview.
Charles Lamb by Julie.
Okay,
Oh, you switched
Julie
it over here.
interviews. It's just an interview. Charles Lamb about
About Jimmy Lai.
Jimmy Lai.
yeah.
And Julie present the award to Jimmy Lai to be accepted by Charles Lamb.
Damn it. Okay, so
You gotta
everything got
switch around
lost.
there. Yeah.
Have you been able to talk to Julie? Have you been able to talk to Charles Lamb?
I haven't. But
Huh?
I already sent you the script.
Huh?
I haven't talked to Charles now.
Oh, you have a script already?
He already sent to you, and you.
Oh, okay. Okay, why don't Veronica give her her speech, and then you give your speech and your script, and then we can combine. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Veronica.
Okay, mine is kind of preliminary. Okay, today the Visual Artists Guild is proud to give the Spirit of Tiananmen Award to both David William Kilgore and David Matas of Canada. For their efforts in combating Chinese organ transplant abuse. They traveled to about 50 countries to raise awareness of the situation. David William Kilgore was a human rights activist, author, lawyer, and politician. He was a member of the Canadian Parliament for about 27 years. As a high-ranking Canadian cabinet minister, he was continuously vocal on many human rights violations around the world. The evidence of the mass killing of prisoners of conscience for their organs in China is overwhelming. The victims have been practitioners of the Falun Gong, Uyghurs, Tibetans, and Christians. Wait a second. With David Matas, he released the Kilgore-Matas report, which exposed the tens of thousands of harvested organs from unwilling dissidents. David Kilgore was a vocal supporter of international human rights causes. He died April 5th, 2022 at 81. His wife, Laura Scott Kilgore, will accept the award. And then she talks, and then it goes back to me. The Visual Artists Guild would also like to give David Matas the Spirit of Tiananmen Award. David Matas has had a long career in human rights work as a lawyer, teacher, activist, and member of numerous government commissions and delegations. He spent years researching and uncovering the crime of forced organ harvesting in China. This practice continues today as a lucrative business and tool of oppression. Because of David Matas' dedication to raising awareness of these atrocities to the world, we present him the Spirit of Tiananmen Award. And then I guess I have to say something like, and here is David Matas to accept, you know, the award. How's that? Something like that. We can hash out the words and we'll hash it out. Anybody hear it?
Yeah, we heard it.
You know,
Okay.
okay.
If you combine this, because it seems like you're repeating the similar thing for each person. So instead of repeating the same thing and also giving them.
Well, it's a little different. It's a little different. David Matas was never in Parliament. He was on that UN commission. So they are, it's kind of different. I can't say the same things. And I know his wife, Kilgore's wife, she's going to say, hey, he was like one of the highest ranking people.
So
in
what you want to do is to say who Kilgore is and what Matas is, and then you say both of them put together this report, you know, and you talk about the
trouble with that report, it was 2006. And if I start getting specific together, then it gets kind of muddy. And I think both of them deserve their own segment, or it gets too confusing. It really does, I think. I don't know.
It just sounds like you're repeating the same things for each person. Well, we can massage it later.
Yeah, well, you know, the thing is, if she does talk 5 or so minutes, we don't know what she's going to say. So that's why I kind of, you know, but I mean, I'm saying things because of David Matas' dedication to raising awareness of these atrocities. I haven't said that before, you know, and then I also, in the second part, I'm talking about it's a lucrative business. I didn't say anything about that before, you know.
Right, but both of them are really, I mean, it's still a lucrative business when they worked on it. So those information is still applies to both of them. Both of them, you know, when they work on that, whatever that they're working on.
Well, they worked on a lot of different, they both worked on a lot of things.
Okay, let's massage it.
You know, and I say it right at the beginning, both David William Kilgore and David Matas of Canada you know, I say at the beginning, now that's going to be my topic sentence, that's what we're
Yeah.
doing. We're awarding both of them, but you know, it gets a little complicated because Kilgore's dead. So I have to say, you know, this past tense, even though he did up into his death in 1 year ago, I guess, he was a dedicated, you know, I'm sure his wife's going to say that stuff. And then, you know, when I come back in, I want to make sure I give this second guy, you know, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. It's only 5 sentences that I say about him, you know.
Okay,
So,
well, we'll massage it later on. Okay,
okay.
let's go to Julie.
But my script need to modify. So just read it. Jimmy Lai is a Hong Kong businessman and politician. He is one of the main contributors to the pro-democracy camp, especially to the Democratic Party. Despite his UK citizenship, he chose to remain in Hong Kong to advocate against the encroachment of the Chinese Communist government on Hong Kong's freedoms. In 1989, as protests gathered momentum in China, Jimmy Lai donated tens of thousands of dollars to the student demonstrators who gathered in Tiananmen Square, and he had T-shirts printed that bore images of the student leader's face. After the Chinese authorities crushed the movement, Lai decided he needed a more formal platform for his message and ventured into journalism. He started Next Magazine, a weekly publication, and then Apple Daily. His outspoken criticism of the Chinese Communist Party made him an anomaly among the city's business elites. His vocal support of democracy and his defense of a freedom press gave Lai international media stature. For a long time, Apple Daily carved out an enviable position in Hong Kong's bare-knuckle newspaper business, becoming one of the city's most popular and trusted news sources. Lai was arrested on August 10, 2020 by the Hong Kong police on charges of violating the territory's new national security law, an action which prompted widespread criticism. Lai was being first detained in April 2021. He was sentenced to an additional 14 months in prison for organizing illegal protests. On December 10, Lai was sentenced to 5 years and 9 months, and he is currently still in jail. Lai is a longtime champion of the Hong Kong pro-democracy movement. His advocacy had been expressed through his business ventures. His high-profile support for the pro-democracy movement came under strong condemnation from the Chinese government. As the proprietor of one of few journals that has remained staunchly supportive of the pro-democracy cause, challenging Chinese Communist Party rule, Lai is considered an anti-China troublemaker. Here is a video from Liberty Forum of Freedom Dinner 2020, Jimmy Lai on the dimming light of freedom in Hong Kong. And if I can get the permission, here will be a little footage of a video. Jimmy Lai is not able to attend the meeting. Charles Lam from Hong Kong Forum will receive the award on behalf of Jimmy Lai. Here is. You are muted, and you are muted, and
You copy
Unmute.
it from different places, right? So what you want to do is that you write it in your own words and so that you don't have to read somewhere else writing. So you got all the information right, but you want to rewrite it in your own words. So it's more important that you give this, give the reason why we give him the honor because of what you think he has done to deserve the honor. So instead of, I think you picked it up from different places.
A lot of details. A lot of details were nice, but I think kind of lost,
You don't have to have so much detail. You just say he is now in jail for 5 years and all these things. He has been sentenced to jail periodically. And also what you want to do is to write how you think and how you feel why he deserves this award. So try to see if you can write it with all those information you have. You can actually concise it to how you want it. And that would be more powerful. And it also should be more expressive of your own thinking rather than reading something from someone else's report. Right? So,
I think in the face of imprisonment, torture, I don't know, the safety of his family, in the face of all that, he was courageous and brave. He stood up for his values, and he stood up for telling the world and
and
something like that,
Yeah, something like he got threatened. They firebombed his house, and they actually tried to, beat him up and things like that. So, yeah, like you said, like Veronica said, despite all that, he had every opportunity to leave Hong Kong. Because, I mean, he also has an office in Taiwan.
He was a billionaire, and he didn't have to do this newspaper. He didn't have to get in the face of the CCP, but he did. And they stripped him of his business at Giordani or whatever.
I like Giordano. Actually, when I was in Hong Kong, you know what is so special about Giordano? I don't know, Julie, have you ever bought anything from Giordano? They actually shorten your pants for you. If you buy pants from Giordano, they shorten it for free. So you buy it, they measure it, and then you come back in a couple hours, and they, with your pants that they can be shortened, and it's free.
Yeah, and you've seen the movie. You saw the movie, the Jimmy Lai movie.
Yeah,
where he went to a restaurant in New York when he was a buyer for a different, when he was younger. And he went to the Italian restaurant, Giordano's, and he had the napkin in his pocket. He was walking around, and he was thinking, oh, I need a name for this business, because he made money on the stock market. And he took that napkin out, and that's how he named his, he said, oh yeah, Italian. Sounds like, it's all Chinese, but he thought, well, I'll just use an Italian name. That's how he.
That is so smart. That is so smart. Yeah. 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 I used to buy Giordano whenever I went to Hong Kong.
So anyway, the communists destroyed that business, and then you know, they confiscated all his personal funds and they closed down Apple Daily News, whatever.
I have the last, actually, I have the last page, last here.
Newspaper.
I
Yeah,
have
the
the
last one.
Yeah.
The Ann and I were at Barnes Park protesting the extradition law in Hong Kong. And there was some Hong Kongers fasting 3 days. There was a hunger strike. And Apple Daily News was there interviewing us. No, I ever got in it, but I'm sure Ann did. Let's see what she might have the last. He was arrested, but they still put out a couple more editions. But then they came in, they arrested everybody, closed everything down. Where's Ann?
Oh,
What did you think about my talk, you guys? Was it, because I don't know what these, you know, the widow, and I don't know what the other guy's gonna say. I just made some generalities. What do you think? I don't know. We'll talk about it another time. Tuesday, I'm free to talk Tuesday, maybe Tuesday night. Tomorrow I work. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I keep muting myself. Look, let me go over this sequence and correct me where I'm wrong. It's candles, then Catherine's doing the candles. Then Ann does a little more talking about commemoration, about, you know, 30 years and everything. Then
Yeah.
Ann gives an award to Sharon Home. Then Veronica gives an award to David and David. And then Julie interviews Charles Lamb about Jimmy Lai.
Julie would be the last one.
Okay, so you're saying, okay, Ann came back, it sounds like. All right, Julie interviewing Charles Lamb about Jimmy Lai is near the end, right? And then giving an award to Jimmy Lai. That's the last.
Right. Charles probably add more information. So Julie, you know, like you said, the reason why we give him the award is what Veronica had said, you know, or this, that he continued with his
Under threats of torture and imprisonment and
and losing
bankruptcy, or I don't know what you want to call it.
Yeah.
They took everything. He lost everything. He was a billionaire. He could have easily gone to England. They would accept him, or Taiwan or someplace.
He actually is a British subject, I thought.
Okay, guys, wait a second. Stop the chit chat. I want to get the sequence.
Okay.
So it's candles, Catherine, and then Ann.
Oh,
more about the commemoration and Visual Artists Guild. And then Ann gives an award to Sharon Ham. Then Veronica gives an award to David and David.
No, I give the award to
Frank DiBallo.
DiBallo first.
Okay, so Ann's going to give an award to Sharon Ham and then DiBallo, right?
No, DiBallo first and then Sharon.
Okay, DiBallo and then Sharon. And
now
yes.
I don't know about copyright or any of that stuff, but that cover that newspaper that Ann has shows people who worked at Apple Daily News. They held up their cell phone lights as a vigil for freedom of speech. She can show it to us. That's kind of a famous, what is the word? A symbolism of what we're doing here, because he had been in charge, have done vigils for Tiananmen Square. But after the Chinese government was closing down Apple Daily News, all these people showed up, the staff held up a light And maybe we could have our lights again at the end of the Jimmy Lai thing.
Oh, that would be good.
Or something with, I don't know the legality of holding up the picture there of the last.
No,
newspaper.
he would love to have people hold it
Well,
up.
I would think, but I don't know.
Okay, then the next one would be, who is going to
All right, wait a minute. So I left off, Veronica does David and David. What comes after that?
I don't know, the Tibetan?
Okay, so
No. Who else? I guess,
That's right after that. After the David and David comes Julie. Come on,
Julie interviewing,
doing the Jimmy Lai thing.
I think that's
With Charles
supposed to be
Lamb.
the last one. Jimmy Lai would be the last.
okay, so what about, who
So
gives
then
the
do the
award to
Tibetan then.
Paladin?
White paper activists. I'm not hearing anything
Yeah,
about the
white paper activists.
And
Yeah, Han Wang and white paper activist would be Lena
and
Lena,
that's before Jimmy Lai.
before Jimmy Lai. And before that would be the Tibetan. And before that would be the award to Catherine.
oh, you're gonna do that, right, Ann?
No,
Peggy's doing it.
Peggy.
Peggy's
okay,
doing it.
Got it.
So you
Okay,
should
so we
be,
got David and David, then Peggy gives award to Catherine. Julie gives award to Paladin. Lena gives award to someone
What?
for the white.
no. Julie gets the award to at the
Who
end.
gives the award to Paladin? You said Paladin comes after Peggy. Peggy gives
Tibetan
an award
monk.
to Catherine.
Who does
Who
it?
gives
No.
award to? No, you
Julie.
keep saying no.
Anne is messed up. Come on. So you got
Julie gives the award to Jimmy Lai.
Yeah, okay,
only,
great.
but you gotta write it
do I
down
need
here
to
to
choose
Biden too.
people?
Okay, so Veronica gives the award to David and David. Peggy gives an award to Catherine. Who gives the award to Paladin?
You,
No, I'm not doing it. Who gives the award?
nobody.
Nobody gives the award to Paladin.
Tony,
Tony can do it?
You're muted, Tony. You're muted, Tony.
Tony went to sleep.
to do the
Sorry.
Tibetan monk.
I'm always a little bit asleep, but I just couldn't get to the mute button in time. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, Tony gives the award to Paladin. and
Pelvin?
then- Yeah, you've just been nominated to give the award to Paladin. And then Lena gives an award to someone for the white paper.
Hang Wang.
Han Wang.
To who?
Han Wang.
HANWANG.
Oh, Hank Ram.
Han
Yeah.
Wang and white paper together.
To hang Lamb.
Wang,
Wang.
Wang.
Uh-oh, Veronica spell it. You're just going M. What is it? Hang Lamb. Lam. Lamb.
Just spell it.
Lam.
Wang.
Lam.
Bang. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, and that's awarding him for something or for the people who did the white paper?
No,
White paper.
for
Well,
him,
Paper. You got a number 9 there on your master schedule.
He's a USC
Karen.
student who came out to speak, and he spoke up for the white paper people. So
What's his
who's
name?
actually
What's his
getting the
name?
award? The white
Your
paper
number
people or
9.
him?
Number 9. Master schedule. The old one that you sent today is right there. You wrote it down.
I had it down as number 9.
Yeah. Look it up.
Well, let's see if I can find that. 1 second, just relax.
You
There
got
we
the phone
go.
number. You got the email address for Hang Wang.
Hang Wang, oh, Han Wang, okay. Han Wang, Han Wang, got it, okay. And he's the student, right?
yeah.
Or he was. He's hopefully he can graduate pretty soon.
USC. Okay, great. Then after that, Julie interviews Charles Lamb about Jimmy Lai and then gives an award to Jimmy Lai. Right?
Yeah. And
And
then we
then-
do something about that lights and that freedom of speech. That's famous scene on his the last newspaper that was published. It showed the people of Hong Kong coming out, knowing it was forbidden to support freedom of speech. Yeah.
Okay, so Jimmy Lai lights, let's call that. And then what happens?
And then recognize everyone.
Then recognize everyone, then bye-bye.
Yeah.
And to make sure they understand where to send money. Oh, I don't know.
Okay,
Or give them our website or YouTube connection. I don't know.
and Tony gives the award to Peyton, which will be received by Satan.
Seaton.
Seaton. Okay. All right, so that's the sequence. Okay, so, and we read the scripts that were worked on and they're gonna be changed or modified or whatever, but they're in progress. So that's it. And then we gotta get Matthew on board and we gotta get, it's important.
Catherine on board,
Catherine on board and Matthew.
Peggy.
and
Peggy to record her stuff with
I think Peggy's been sending me, poking me about, setting up a meeting for her to, Peggy. is
She's
doing-
gonna do it, tape it.
Yeah, what is Peggy doing? She's announcing, gives an award to Catherine. So I just got to get them both on the video and I'll tape it. And and then we want to get from Matthew, like Rick was saying, an anchor point to be able to tell people.
And
where to
Matthew
go.
Matthew had to sign up for already, and he also had to have all the things that we had last time.
Yeah,
So
right.
yeah, he has to educate himself or remind himself what has been done, because it's hard to really follow what people do, because if he's not doing it all the time, it's really hard.
I understand. I agree. However, it wouldn't have been too much help to have him now because
yeah, we're back.
we're still poking around about who's standing in line first, second, and third,
Yeah.
So now we got a sequence. I think there's enough consensus on it. And we can move forward. Now, but the major concern I have is Julie's presentation was too long and too broken up.
Detailed.
It's gotta
Veronica-
be, it's gotta be.
Veronica and we work, Veronica and I, and we will work with Julie, okay?
Yeah, well, let me just say it. So Julie, if I was doing a speech in Italian or Chinese or German or any language other than Brooklyn English, I would stumble across words and things that I'm not familiar with. You just have to speak in language, American, that you're familiar with, not saying words that someone else brought up, like, confiscated or whatever the word is. Just change it, look it up and do it with the language, the level of English you're familiar with.
Yeah, just
Because-
write it in your own words, your own
Right.
expression.
Your own English words, right? You don't
Yeah.
have to use other people's words. It doesn't.
I could work with her on it too, if need be, because that's like sort of, I like to write, so.
Okay, thank you, Tony. All right, so.
Okay, so Ken, I want,
Tony is given an award to for Paladin Gyatso.
Okay, but you have to make sure that Seaton is there to accept the award.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you-
well, you just gave me the phone number, so,
Yeah, and if she doesn't accept the award, we are not going to give out the award.
right, okay.
The experience I had with groups like that, sometimes they have people that are really suspicious of what we do.
Yeah,
When we gave the award to the Uyghur group, and supposedly the president of that group supposed to accept the award. And at the last minute, he claimed that he was sick. I mean, if you are sick, you can be on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like that he's too sick to do something. So I really think that when they get to a certain position in their group and they feel that they are very famous group or whatever, that they just don't.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
so
we're all
distant.
paranoid. I've been getting I've been getting phone calls from Shanghai, China. So I'm kind of paranoid about it, you know.
You're getting phone calls from Shanghai?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm gonna call them up and tell them to stop.
Did
that.
you go to?
Really?
Have you ever gone to Amazon to buy things?
Yeah.
Nope, I don't have an Amazon account.
Oh, are you
I
an
don't.
American? Come on.
No.
You watch TV?
Anyway,
Oh.
Ken, I've
Yes.
been with Laura Kilgore. She was asking me what kind of computer, what kind of something system we were going to do this on. And I gave her your email and I gave her Matthew's. And I also, I don't know what you call it, I sent those emails to you and Matthew also. Are you been getting that? Have you read any of that?
No, I didn't notice it.
Oh,
But
you know
sometimes
what?
that
Well,
stuff-
if you're getting emails from me, you got to read them because it was about Laura, about the two Davids and about Laura connecting and
Yeah,
you know,
maybe-
they want to know.
Maybe we can invite Laura to get on, at one time and say, okay, why don't you try getting on soon? And we'll, we can do that. Okay.
Maybe.
Let's just come on as a practice.
Well, what time zone is Manitoba? See, I don't know.
I
It'll be
think
a
it's-
couple hours later for her. But the event will be a couple hours later, so it's good practice.
So if we start doing it at 2 p.m., and invite her at our first 2 p.m. to practice, that would be great. If she wants to do that.
I'm wondering if it's 5 there. I'm wondering. See, I don't know.
Probably a
don't know.
five.
Manitoba's
Exactly.
on Chicago time.
Chicago. Okay.
She's in Manitoba?
4 o'clock. Well,
thought-
I don't know. I'd have to go through all this, but yeah,
I
they're
thought-
both.
I thought she's in the capital of Canada. What is it?
Ottawa.
Yeah, she lives in Ottawa.
So where is that? I don't know.
I think it's the East Coast time.
Okay, so that's the 3 hours, but somebody lives Manitoba. The thing is, I read so much stuff is like mush in my brain, so I don't know where they're living right now.
David
But-
Mathis. I think it's Manitoba.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I visited their house. I mean, I stayed at their house a number of years ago. Yeah, and David Kilgore took me around inside the building, Capitol building, and all those things. Yeah. Too bad.
Okay.
I mean, gosh, he died at 81. And Dr. DiPaolo died at 80. If you ever have to get heart operation, don't wait. Stay in the hospital because that's what happened to Dr. DiPaolo. They sent him home to have an operation the next day. And then he died during his sleep.
Yeah, I know several people like that. In the emergency room. Oh, next week go to your cardiologist or whatever. They tell
Yeah.
you. So they send him home and they drop dead that night. Yeah, I know
Yes.
two people like that.
Spencer was so lucky. He went to see his doctor on Monday because he felt like he was swimming and he was competing with this kid and he couldn't even catch up with this kid. So he went to see the doctor on Monday. The doctor called me and said he needs to see the cardiologist on a Wednesday. The cardiologist saw him on a Wednesday and sent him to see the surgeon on a Thursday. And then on Thursday, the surgeon said, I have to operate on your heart as soon as possible. And I can't even trust you walking across the room. And so he stayed overnight at the hospital, and they had the operation on a Saturday. They couldn't even find another doctor to assist him. They only got what they call assistant.
Intern.
Yeah, intern doctor, and he was supposed to have a quadruple bypass, but because of one of the bypass is so thin, they couldn't do the fourth one, and he had a triple bypass. He was so lucky that the doctor was so good. So if something happened, just go to the hospital and say, I am not going to go home until you figure out what's wrong with me.
At Cedar Sinai, I love the key lime pie. I was there once for 8 days. Yeah, key lime pie for dessert. That's pretty cool.
I have one of my good friends from college is a heart doctor at Cedar Sinai.
Huh?
At Cedar Sinai.
One of my good friends from college is a heart doctor at Cedar Sinai.
Cool.
His name is Noor, Dr. Noor.
Oh.
And he's there. He works at Cedar Sinai. That's his office.
He's Persian. Persian.
He's a Persian guy. My dad's gonna go see him tomorrow, actually. Dr. Nouri, I should say Nouri, not Noor. Nouri.
See, Spencer had did his spine correction, removed so many.
Tony,
Spencer doesn't like me to talk about him. He said, I don't want you to talk about.
Spencer, you've been married so long. You can't trust women. They'll talk about you all the time. The most personal things, they have to gossip about something. They talk about your underwear. They talk about everything, your incontinence, your stumbling, your everything. And just, something to talk
I'm
about.
just telling you guys what doctor is good. It's just experience.
Right,
You have to have a doctor. You have to have good doctors.
I think Rick, you went to sleep. With all that gossip. Good. By the way, let's change the subject. So Fernando seems pretty good. He's slowly improving. So that's good news. And
we're all on the way out. It's just a question.
Yeah,
of when,
we're all gonna die.
That's right.
Oh, God.
I'll see you guys on the other side, by the way. So don't be surprised.
Heaven or hell?
Over, I'm going to say,
which way? Which one?
Where you
Which
been?
one? Heaven or hell?
Well, the Pope got rid of limbo. The Pope got rid of limbo, you guys.
That's right.
So I'll go to hell.
Heaven and hell, they both
we're
both kicked out. They didn't pay the rent.
You know why I want to go to hell? Because I want to go to hell and talk and confront that guy who is a mass murderer at Monterey Park. And I would yell at him and say, if you want to die, why don't you kill yourself instead of killing other people?
Right,
and then he ended up in Torrance, and scared me to death.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, they had to get like a state loan or emergency or something, because all the businesses in Monterey Park around that dance hall, which was downtown, they're suffering tremendously. I mean, nobody wants to go there because I guess the Chinese
they got to lower the prices.
Superstitious about the murders.
Oh, we should go. We should go.
I was thinking maybe we could have gotten a deal there, but nobody would come.
Do they have an outdoor seating? If they have outdoor seating, restaurant will go and, give them some business.
By the way, next Saturday, I think at Barnes Park is the big, or was it today? I think it's next Saturday. The big Cherry Blossom Festival is in Monterey Park. they've had it for some years. It's Japanese, of course. Japanese, you know,
Where do they
because
have-
yeah.
Where do they have all the cherry trees?
Well, I don't know. That's just what they call it, Cherry Blossom Festival.
Oh,
You know, they have food and drink, and it's a big hoopla.
well, if you guys want to come to the park where we live, they have show and sculptures made of all the things that they picked up from the ocean. So it's called, I forgot what
It's
it's,
the South Coast Botanical Garden she's talking about there,
yeah. And-
Palos Verdes.
yeah. If you guys want to come, let me know. We have tickets and you can, yeah, it's very interesting. If you're interested in what they can do with what was discarded in the ocean where they picked it up and then they build sculptures.
Okay, hey, listen.
Okay,
The
focus.
Cherry Blossom Festival was the 15th, yesterday.
It was yesterday. Sorry, guy.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. Are we done? So we need to set up the agenda. People have to, we really have to get all our things in by next week.
Yes, good enough.
Okay,
All right,
right.
then same time next week, or you want to, wait a minute. You want
same
to
time
start
next week until April, right? When April, it'll be Sunday, right? Sunday at 2:00, Saturday at 2:00.
No, the next meeting, our next meeting we're talking about, which will be, here we go. Oh, Sunday. The 30th. No, the 23rd. It's May 23rd. 6:00,
Okay,
May 23rd.
All right.
April 23rd.
okay, see you guys.
Okay, so Ken, between then, I hope we can connect with these Davids because they're in Canada and we really have, you know, have to get Matthew on to some kind of connection there.
Okay,
And
so
make sure that's gonna work.
let me see if I have their phone numbers.
I sent you both of their emails in
I want a phone
different, I've been emailing them, but I also put your name in
Okay,
there so that you can see what's happening. Because I always say, the technical person is Matthew and Ken, and I give your email.
all right.
So you'll get something from a Laura Scott Kilgore. I don't know about Matas, how much he does computers.
I'm sure that he's used to getting on anyway.
Yeah,
Okay,
is
Are we
Tony
done?
snoring?
are we done?
Tony
Yes, we're done.
snoring? What are you doing?
I just, if the
Okay,
sound is
bye.
here, there was no-
Thank you for unmuting me. Bye, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.